fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Joined by Hall of Famer Brad Hill, NBA champion Steve Smith, and our reporter, Allie Laporte. This is Brian Anderson. Allie, it's all yours.
One of the most explosive scorers in the league is Zach LaVine, and I think explosive is an understatement. He is a high flyer, and he said of his athletic.
Hope it works this time, guys. Hope it works.
Run the floor, get to the rim. I can space the floor as well, so I try to be the best of both worlds. BA?
All right, good stuff there, Allie. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You look at New Orleans, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Seeing where the Raptors are, they were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
So the Raptors starting 5. Siakam the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Lowry and Van Vliet man the backcourt, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen make up the 2 forward spots. Zach LaVine out there with Chris Dunn, and it's Carter in at the 5. Tonight, 2 teams that love to run. Steve, you like that the NBA is getting faster?
Yeah, I like watching it. I don't know if I could have played in it, but I like that both teams get up and down. I think it's going to come down to which team can play defense just a little bit better. And who doesn't turn it over?
Inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes.
All right, let's do this.
Good things happen.
Now here's Lowry. Very closely. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
The shot by Dunn, no good. On offense, here come the Raptors. Now Lowry. And here's Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by LaVine. Hook loose. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by LaVine. 17-foot shot on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, I'm not sure this one here.
That's just over. Minute play here to start the game.
Yep, you're not gonna make that.
Now here's Anunoby. And here's Lowry. Siakam, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Just over a minute and a half in. The Raptors have gone 1 of 4 to start. Up top, Lowry, defended by Dunn. Porter against Van Vliet. To Gasol. Deflected.
Nice anticipation from Wendell Carter. He keeps himself in position to make defensive plays.
From behind the arc. And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it.
Look at Wendell Carter, and there's a lot to like. A great young defender who has great footwork for a big man, and he can provide a lot of help defense down there on the block.
Lowry into the lane. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Done with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Pass to LaVine. Out to the right wing.
Come on.
Shot clock at 6. Just out the crowd. Oh, cleared.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Time to call the Raptors.
One of the premier scorers in this league. Levine upped his average last year once again. Now, the roster, of course, didn't have a lot of great shot makers, but you really have to credit Levine for having the fortitude to carry the offense night in and night out.
Well, not only is Levine a great scorer, he makes highlight reel plays almost every game, Grant.
You know, B.A., everyone knows he's a two-time slam dunk winner. But Levine's range on his jumper is equally impressive. And with his uptick in steals last season, too, I mean, let's face it.
Come on, come on. I know you like sports, so. Come on.
Here's Dunn.
Come on.
There's the drive.
Good. Come on.
Layup is up and in.
Strength, focus, hard-head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
I'm busy.
Well, you better help.
I'm.
It's deflected. He's able to get it back. Second shot opportunity. That's to Siakam. Soft touch off the glass.
We need help.
Work. Just take out the stuff out of the buggy. Each, no, don't take the bag out. Okay, one thing at a time.
I know what I'm doing.
Good boy. Good man. Just slowly, slowly. He's not fighting with it. I'm tired already just from doing this.
Oh, three.
Three. And then last time, then I'm gonna go for a walk in the back. I'm not going in the street. I'll go around the circles. I didn't sleep well. I had to wake up early. Well, the grape juice I'm gonna put here. Yeah, put the grape juice in, I want to buy more, but it's just, I can't, my back doesn't.
Why do you want to do the grape juice?
In the cupboard, we don't need it now. It was all special, I wanted to buy two, but I couldn't carry it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Wait,
Here's Dunn. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
Here's Lowry. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
In this period, they're beating him, and he's feeling it.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Dunn.
Come on.
Water off the mark. The Raptors with a lead. And that's a foul.
Oh, come
Called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Levine. Puts it up to 12. It's wide right, gets off the rim. Toronto shooting about 40% in the early stages of this game. Lowry, the pass to Anunoby. They grab their own miss. Gasol. And he makes it.
At 7'1", it is hard to keep ball control off the glass.
Carter, high post. Dunn outside. Markkanen, the pass to Levine.
Ugh.
Drops it in.
The prototype of the new guard, long, quick, highly skilled. Zach LaVine has no trouble taking it inside.
Now here's Siakam.
Oh, come on.
It's been a
That should have gone in.
Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
I'm going to try to play against the Magic 5 times.
And snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this.
And down it goes. 2 points. Lowry's got 9.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Young.
And I'm going to the new group too.
Valentine comes in for Porter Jr. Saturansky, he's checked in for Levine. And it's White in for Dunn.
Back on Carter. So the NBA draft tonight.
He's checked in for Gasol. Hollis Jefferson.
Gasol with the first pick.
Powell, he's checked in for Van Fleet. And it's Davis in for Lowry.
Terrence Davis. Okay.
Spots a wide open shooter and gets it to him.
Davis, pass to Powell. The three ball.
Yes.
Home from three-point land. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Toronto's gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Kicks it out to Siakam. Takes a 3.
Oh, come on.
By Carter. For Chicago, they've gone 7-16 so far. Outside White. Here's Davis. Pass to Siakam. Hollis Jefferson, right side. Off target from outside. Chicago trailing here. To the left wing. Here's Valentine. The Bulls with another miss. Siakam with it. The 3. It's hauled in by White.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates had to rally.
To the paint. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
An explosive big man, Wendell Carter Jr., exciting around the rim.
Here's Davis. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Drives to the hoop. And there's a foul. It'll go on Terrence Davis. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And so here is Chicago. Saturansky with it. Pass to White. There's a minute 34 left now.
Come on, guys.
Count it.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Toronto trailing. Here's Powell. And he drives in. And Powell with the stop.
If the defender is giving them that much space, the points are inevitable.
To the right side. Pass to White. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Nice move. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
To the inside. Here's Ibaka. Stolen by Carter. Valentine can't get it to go. Toronto has gone just 1 of 6 from the three-point line so far. He just drives in, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I don't mind it. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
He misses the free throw. Boucher's checked in for Toronto. they can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both.
Very surprised he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Here's Valentine. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Pass to Powell. Fires from deep. Valentine with the rebound. Satoransky outside. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Bulls out front, up 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And reminiscing about his championship year with Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam shared this with us.
And I think we don't look at one player and say he's gonna save us. You know, we gotta save each other. We gotta play for each other.
And that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Yeah, personal, very unselfish, and a franchise player in his own right.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
So for Toronto right now, Lowry and Van Fleet man in the backcourt. Serge Ibaka is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Chicago leading.
Kristaps, here's a young player, a few solid years, but last season was tough for him. His minutes were down and was in a rotation at the guard spot. On top of all this, the season was cut short by an MCL injury.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Boucher outside. Back to Lowry. Van Fleet right side. Pass to Ibaka. Rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. And with Dunn, Smitty, he saw fewer minutes last year, but seemed comfortable with his role.
That's right. I think Dunn knows that his biggest asset is his defense. On the offensive side, he focuses more on keeping the offense moving. Always settles for good shots. And it's made him a better player overall, in my opinion.
A chance here to catch up with Allen from the sideline.
Well, recent history for the Bulls has been littered with feuds and infighting. The front office and coach is not alone.
Well, that's not good.
Even fistfights. It's clear that new leadership is not just to get more wins, but also to
Floor, but his teammates have been picking up.
Offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get.
Knocks it down from distance.
Off the catch and shoot.
Pass to Levine. Here's Markkanen. That's Ibaka defending.
Come on.
Markkanen against Ibaka. Clock at 6. And that's a foul. Called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Raptors. Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Siakam in for Boucher. Here's Porter. Markkanen outside. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Siakam with it, picked up by Markkanen. Pass to Gasol. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
I'll tell you what, I think he...
On the wing corner. There's Young with the 3. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. The Raptors shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Here's Lowry. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
Markkanen with a screen on Van Vliet. Takes a 13-footer. The Bulls with another miss. Toronto trailing. Lowry right side. And here's Siakam for 3. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Siakam's got 5 now.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside corner. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
You talk about being well-suited for today's game. Porter Jr. is an excellent floor spacer, and he's a versatile defender. He's a guy who can plug into almost any type of lineup and any style of play.
Well, unfortunately, early last season, Otto Porter suffered a foot injury. That made it very hard for the Bulls to get out to a fast start.
Yeah, being in this, they were really counting on his production and leadership. Now, he's still a very young player and has the experience of a seasoned vet. He also
What?
how to make an impact when he is without the ball.
Now here's Dunn. Pass to Porter. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Did that 7-1 wingspan come in handy? Porter, a legit threat to score anytime he gets around the rim.
Lowry with it. Defended by Dunn. Yes, it's good. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Young with it. Into the lane. Oh, and he got fouled on his way out. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Veteran forward, that is Young. He's been around. He's had success wherever he's played in his career. The system doesn't matter. He just gets it done.
And Smitty with Young, you know you're going to get valuable minutes from him.
Right, that is a player that all other NBA players can appreciate and respect. He doesn't try to do too much when he's out on the floor, and Thaddeus Young just shows up and helps the team get wins, period.
White, he's checked in for Dunn. White for 3. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the glass. And the Bulls lead by 3.
He really gets in perfect position for the foul. Just a terrific read.
Here's Van Vliet. And he wills that one in. Right through the back of the iron.
A good shooter can operate at different speed. Love when Fred is knocking down that mid-range jumper.
Markkanen, pass to Young. Followed by Siakam. To the middle. Here's Van Vliet. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 7.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's White driving in, and it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
Kobe White with the impressive ball handling skills lets him drive it right in there.
Stolen by Young. Porter with it. He's against Hollis Jefferson. Outside Young. And he fakes in the layup. And now a 3-point Chicago lead.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
I'll
Hollis Jefferson outside. No, against Siakam. He takes it in. And there it is for him. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, there can't be much question that the role of the traditional big man has changed a lot in this era, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it's incredible how much has changed. No longer the traditional big man playing with their back to the basket, posting up, staying pretty much in the interior. Now, a big man has to be able to play on the perimeter, shoot from the three-point line. They must be mobile, being able to defend, screen the world, and sometimes even switching against smaller players defensively. So it's incredible how the game has changed, and in particular, with the big man. Hey, I'd be a big man in today's game, which is crazy to think.
Some changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Young. Valentine comes in for Porter Jr. And it's Satoransky in for Levine. Davis, he's checked in for Toronto. And so here is Chicago. Carter, high post. He's against Gasol. And again, Chicago, no good.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy.
What? Well, what? I'm busy. What do you want? What do you need? What? That's not. It's not 5 feet.
Taking the shot. Davis down low. He started by White. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. Siakam. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Takes it inside. Now White. Checked by Davis. Takes one from 10 feet. Here's Carter. And there's the bucket. Getting rid of that glass. Offensive glass getting it done.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Here's Davis. Satoransky pulls it in. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stop.
Lowry Markkanen with his size. He has decent hop also, and he can finish above the rim.
Hollis Jefferson outside. Markkanen against Siakam. The ball's not loose. Now White. Pass to Valentine. And here's Markkanen. There's a 3. Here's Carter. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Man, at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Davis against White. Takes one from 10 feet. Here's Gasol. That one falls. Coming off Davis' speed. Gasol's got his second bucket on the night.
Marc Gasol, he's pretty good with a hand in his face. It doesn't bother him.
Satoransky goes in. Here's Markkanen. And the leg is good off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 7.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Lets it go from the wing. Powell's shot is off.
And they just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Davis against White. Pass to Satoransky. Let's go with a 3. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Davis. Powell outside. Jacks up a three. The shot no good. And so that's the end of the first half. Bulls out in front, up by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kay and Jet Smith. The first quarter was all about Wendell Carter Jr. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Well, Q should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, there's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy to peak in the second half, or they're going to have a hard time coming back.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final. On. Oh, bubble.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Wendell contribution so far in this one.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, it's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Toronto trailing. It's marketed as Carter Jr. at the 4 and 5. Levine and Porter on the wings. And it's done in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Siakam against Markkanen. Siakam in the post. That one's wide left.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
An incredible rebounder who's proficient in a number of areas. Carter Jr. has not been quiet about learning to play power forward on the center.
It really can't be a tough transition for a young player. You've only been playing one position your entire life, and then they ask you to do something different. However, it's getting harder now to have two true bigs on the floor at the same time. If Carter Jr. wants to maximize his minutes, he has to remain flexible.
Love how Gasol controls the court, always on the lookout to reject his shot.
Powell outside. This one for 3. He can't hit that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Pass to Dunn. And here's Siakam. He's got 7. To the inside. Gasol misses. For Chicago, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Back to Dunn. On the take. Softly drops in the floater. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love that little floater by Chris Dunn. He's trying to make it a weapon.
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul of the game.
I love establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Young, he's checked in for Markkinen. The Raptors also with a sub. Ananobi, he's checked in for Powell. Dunn outside. Pass to Porter. Hit by Carter. And that's a foul. Called on OG Ananobi. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Just a little too aggressive. His 5th foul of the night. Expect them to go right at him to try to pick up number 6.
Hollis Jefferson is checked in for Ananobi. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Dunn outside. Now Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Dunn outside. And again, no good by Chicago. The Raptors shooting about 41%. Out to the right wing. Back to Hollis Jefferson. The 3. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one. Carter, high post. Back to Dunn. Driving inside. Outside Young. Pass to Carter. Ooh, good finish at the left. Slip feed. Carter's got 16.
And they really managed to dominate inside.
To the wing, right side. Gasol inside. Carter's there. Gasol misses. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. To the middle. Porter finds Young.
Come on, guys.
There's always been a level of
Otto Porter.
games. Beautiful pass.
Come on.
Pass to Siakam. Siakam with the slam.
This is a strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
That left no doubt with Allen Grant. Outside Young. Lets it go from deep. Toronto grabs a miss. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Toronto's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Here's Lowry. That one a little long.
It's a shot you would think he would make. He just doesn't make it all the time.
Levine, good.
Yes, Levine filling out the defense makes a good decision to pull up.
Here's Lowry. And no good. Ooh, great D that time he does. And Kyle Lowry.
Come on.
That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bulls
38
making a
minutes.
change here. White's checked in. The Raptors making a switch here. Outside Levine. Shoots over Ibaka. Levine, good. He's got 11.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That's his first foul. Satoransky, he's checked in for Chicago. On the wing, Davis. Yep, that one goes.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
The Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. All right, let's get a report from Ellie.
The league resumed this season with a reduction in revenue, approximately 40% of which usually comes from league revenues and attendance. That required compromises from all of the stakeholders.
No, that's a good.
Everyone is to return to normality. It's a process and a painful one for the league's pocketbook.
Yeah, that's right. Good point, Allie. Thank you. No good on the free throw.
Kobe White's rookie year was a learning process. Had a rough start to the year, but he got better as the season wore on and showed what he could do to all of us.
And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in. Satoransky with the steal. White with it. Picked up by Lowry. Shots good by Valentine. And the Bulls lead by 14.
And they're really working the paint now.
Now for Kobe White, Smithy, it's all about shot selection for him going forward.
It is. And Kobe White had a string of 30-point games at the end of the season. BA was remarkable, fantastic. He was comfortable with the speed of the game and his role. He started out slow as a rookie, as we said before, but clearly he has a bright future.
Now here's Saturansky. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Porter gets the bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. White against Lowry. On the wing, Davis. He's got 5. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Bulls.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's White. He got a piece of it. Second chance effort. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Ibaka with it. On the wing, Davis. Hollis Jefferson outside. Lowry outside. White with the steal. And a fast break down for the Bulls from outside the arc. Here's Porter. Misses the 3. And for Toronto, they're shooting about 42% in the third. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. Markkanen checked in for Young. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Powell comes in for Lowry. .51 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Porter. Hoop poked away. Stolen by Davis. Right side, Anunoby. Here's Boucher. Off the mark there with a 3. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. They get it back. Here's Markkanen. Tipped.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Wow, that's good.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And he just driving the stake in there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Powell outside. Beyond the arc. That one falls. Coming off Davis' fees. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one. Chicago's gotten only 1 3-pointer to fall here in the third in 5 attempts. Pass to White. Over to the wing. Drains the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
Deflects the pass. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Uses the glass on the layup. Valentine's got 7 points.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Davis hits. "19 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's White. Here's Ibaka. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot there.
Well, it's important to get points any way you can, and Ibaka turns himself into a good free throw shooter.
That free throw misses. So both teams changing it up here. And the second free throw is good. Now White had some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that'll be in the third quarter. A double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls out in front, up by 12. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game.
I gotta go pee.
Be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom. Ow. No, I'm back.
Presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates, leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You want to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter.
We're gonna make a comeback, huh?
It happened. So the Raptors 5 right now.
Jesus Christ, what kind of defense was that, guys?
Allen and Anobi are the 2 and the 3, and it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position.
Kobe White with the quickness and the dunk at the end.
Oh, come on.
On the way out. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, no defender wants to be ISO'd against the Greek freak. But if you could pick one guy to try and check him, who would it be?
That's a tough one, BA. A lot of capable guys out there. I love Pascal Siakam. I also love PJ Tucker with his size and his strength. But I have to go with Anthony Davis. Wow, his length, his defensive intelligence. He would be the one guy that I would have try to defend the Greek freak.
As great as he is offensively, he might be the better slinger than AD.
There's that beautiful high arcing shot. Levine looks for it the moment he touches the ball.
Van Vliet, the pass to Powell. There's the triple. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Pass to Markkanen. The open shot right. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Powell finds Ibaka. It's good.
And from that mid-range area, Spurs gotten pretty reliable.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he drops it first.
With Wendell Carter Jr., you love the do-it-all ability, the understanding of the game.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lowry's checked in. The kick out to Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got rebound number 8 now. To the paint. Done outside. Levine against Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And again, Chicago, no good.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get in the ball.
Here's Anobi. And
Yeah.
basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The Bulls making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in, and that one misses.
OG Anunoby had a great start to his college career in Indiana. ACL cut that short, but he's bounced back very fast, and he's already making an impact in this league.
And for the Bulls, they're shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Knocked loose. Lowry with it. Done in his pocket. And a fast breakout for the Raptors. Van Vliet finds Anunoby. Lowry with it. Back to Anunoby. From deep. Fires in the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Three-pointer Van Fleet. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got assist number 7 tonight. Chicago leading. Pass to Porter. On the wing, Levine. Marking it inside. That's Ibaka defending. Levine against Ananobi. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Sunday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming to town. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Bulls have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Now a timeout called by Chicago.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Outside corner. Back to Dunn. Carter, high post. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Serge Ibaka.
This is what Carter's built to do. Attack on the interior and impose his will.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
It was crucial to add to their lead and make it a 2-possession game. And he did enough there at the line to make that happen.
Marking it against Siakam. He can't get that one to fall. And the Bulls shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Here's Dunn. He trains it. They have his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Challenging the heart of the defense, Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
Now the Raptors with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Lowry. Now here's Siakam. Count it.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Dunn outside. Ibaka against Markkanen. Here's Porter. Rebound by Van Fleet. Toronto's got 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Launches a 3. A rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Try by Porter. Yep, that one's good.
419, I can make a comeback.
At the rim, but Porter showing us he can do it in the mid-range.
Now here's Lowry. Pass to Ibaka. Up and over Carter. And Ibaka with the basket. On the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 8 assists in the game. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Going inside. Oh, he jams it straight down.
Chris Dunn can create off the dribble and has an excellent first step.
Lowry into the lane. Good. And he's at 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Now here's Markkanen. Tipped away. Pocket 6. Done with it. And Ibaka picks him up defensively. Lets it go. Out of bounds. It'll be Raptors ball. Toronto calls timeout.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush, there's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Wendell Carter.
Hey, guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Siakam against Markkinen. Siakam in the post. The shot won't fall.
Hitting the glass with purpose and aggression.
Knocked away. Here's Anunoby. Counts the basket. Anunoby's got 7 now in this quarter.
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
Past the quarter. On the wing, Levine. Guarded by Van Vliet. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lowry with it. Shot in his pocket. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. He can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
So smooth in the air. It's like Zach Levine floats up, then drops the hammer.
White, he's checked in for Chicago. Wendell Carter with a strong contribution so far on this one.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
Now here's Lowry. That was drops 4. Lowry's got 19 points.
And if you needed a reminder as to why Lowry's an all-star, check the scoring column.
Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 3. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Levine. White finds Levine. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul. Toronto trailer. Lowry into the lane. Over to the left wing. And here's Siakam for 3. Connects from downtown. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
With the rest of the coach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Up top, Levine. Guarded by Van Vliet.
Yeah, offensive foul.
Levine. That's his 3rd foul so far.
A great job to establish position and square up.
A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
Pass to Van Vliet to take the lead. Porter pulls it in.
He just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Sure of it. It's slam DNA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this time, you cannot take a chance here. Lowry, pass to Ibaka. Up and over Carter. Ibaka's shot is off. And Chicago has possession. 2-point game. Oh, they get a hand on it. Lowry with it. Now guarded by White. Oh, he got it! He got it! And tie game! Huge basket right there. Levine against Van Vliet. Markkinen with a screen on Van Vliet. Markkinen outside. Inside.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Now they have to guard the perimeter tight
trail by 2. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Your thoughts, guys?
More than enough time to get a bucket. I'm curious to see where they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all.
And Bulls call time here. Now here's the lead. And here's the fast break. Here's Siakam. Yes!
He's ready, he's unselfish. All Van Fleet does is make winning plays.
Outside the lead.
Yeah.
The Raptors taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. So long, everybody.
What now? Oh, yeah. Yep, well, so we're going to go to the next game. We'll talk with the press.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Here with Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Hart. And we welcome our very special guest, the one and only Candace Parker. Candace, great to see you.
Kevin, thank you so much for having me. Great to be here.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Toronto, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Magic. They're fourth in the conference.
And seeing where the Magic are, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work, considering where they are.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Fournier and Isaac are your wings. Vucevic is the pivot with Gordon in the post as well. And it's Fultz at the point guard position. And for the Raptors, Siakam at the forward with Gasol in the middle. Lowry and Van Vliet are the guard set. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. passes to Fournier. Pitching outside. Fournier sets the pick for Isaac. Back to Fournier. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Fournier's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Magic. And Kyle Lowry, everything that you talked about in the leadership that you think Candace that a point guard should have. He's so much fun to watch play and watch lead his team.
When you have a guy like Kyle Lowry that is in every single type-size offensive charge on the defensive end, that pushes pace, that's able to knock down the three-point ball, and then is vocal. He's that player that's going to challenge you, but he's doing everything in his power to do what he's supposed to do, doing his job. And so, as a leader, I don't think there's anybody like him.
Lowry from outside. Doesn't go, and he's 0-1 from the field. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. It's a three-point game. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I think they said it would lay up with that foul, and it'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He's off on the second. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Fultz gets to Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Oh my God.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge according to his hotline.
Well, Steve Clifford had a few minutes to share with you. He talked about how Kyle Lowry still serves as the engine for this team. Coach says, you know that cliche, cut off the head, the body will die? That's still the deal with Lowry. We need to slow him down so the rest of the team can't get going. Logic is sound, execution will be tougher. Guys?
Thank you, David. And you watch Fred VanVleet, the way he can attack the defense. And his defense by itself. Candace, what stands out to you about VanVleet's skill set?
Well, what stands out to me is his ability to get a shot in three. That was the question mark. Will he be able to create a shot? And at that time, they just needed him to catch and shoot. But now they're putting the ball in his hands, and he's able to.
In the league, I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at standing the floor and finding the open man.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Isaac. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You're hitting every three. Jesus Christ.
The triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Right wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Jonathan Isaac is second.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Magic leading by 7. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Fournier into the lane.
Penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drive.
And Vliet kicks to Davis. Kicks it out to VanVleet. From outside, off the mark. Well, was the Raptors winning their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
You know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Candace, I've said this before, you are a natural in broadcasting. I'm assuming this is something you'd like to continue to do once your decorated playing career has come to a conclusion?
Well, Kevin, I really enjoy working in the studio. There's nothing like broadcasting a game. Broadcasting a game with you. My first game was with you broadcasting. I have so much respect for you and for what you continue to do. And your voice is somebody that I really
special at this, like you're on the floor. My money's on you. As a great broadcasting career, as great as it's been in the field, it's a pleasure. I really believe.
Thank you so much.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Al Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in for Fred VanVleet. Then for the Magic. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. And it's Carter Williams in for Marquette Fultz.
I like to see Fournier drawing contact on his shots. I mean, he's a crafty player who gives defenses a lot of problems.
And he's 6 the second. So it's Toronto trailing by 10. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some.
Yeah, we're not going to win this game.
Shoots the three. Here's Bamba. They shoot again, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
The three-pointers right on target. And the NBA has created an instant replay command center.
We're not going to win this game.
Jersey, but the review still
We can't. They're making every three.
For now. Candace, I always wonder, should they have let the review center handle those as well?
I'm a big believer in speeding up the game. It takes so long for the officials to go to the table, to review, to look at it. I believe Secaucus would get it done.
Oh.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. He looked to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's Bob. He's been patient.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. He's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Here's Fournier after the Raptors pick up 2. Takes the loss. Back to Fournier. Bamba trying to break free. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 13.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
With 3, Siakam.
That was in.
By the Magic. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gordon inside. Working on a bucket. And the basket is good. He's got 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets has been exactly of that variety.
Carter Williams against Davis. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Hollis Jefferson passes to Siakam. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the dunk. That is his
Come on.
first foul of the game. Chris Boucher is checked in for the run. And a switcher also for Orlando. DJ Augustine's checked in for Fournier. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 17-7 run. And it's Carter Williams. That tough amount is by Augustine. And the Magic lead by 16.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not playing aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's 4 turnovers out of them already. Sloppy play in the early going.
It'll be a long day for them if they keep this up.
Gordon with the screen for Augustine. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
I like their focus coming in to terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very impressive offense so far.
Now, here's Boucher. Puts it up from 17. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Paul. This time out, he had 13 points. Shoots over Trevor Williams.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Outside Gordon. And here is Ross with 4 seconds on the clock. Here's Papa. Lays up and makes it in. Papa's got his second bucket of the night.
Papa's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity a big part of that, too.
We're at the end of the first quarter. We had a blowout already in this one. It's the Magic running away with it. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Lowry and Van Vliet on the guard set. Boucher out there with Arnold. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Vucevic. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Vucevic has got 5 now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and are taking control on the glass.
It is good. Again, as we're starting to see some of the top defensive teams use the zone, talk about the strength and the weaknesses of the zone defense, and do you think it will possibly grow any more in popularity than it is now?
Well, honestly, the game is changing. As we've seen with three-point shooting, a lot of people are giving up layups to be able to defend the three-point line. And now with the zone defense, you saw it now go out of style for a number of years. But now it seems like with the length and the athleticism that teams are able to play with, it's interesting. Miami even decided to put some of their bigs up top and putting their smalls underneath the basket. So you're going to see that teams are going to start tweaking and playing different types of zone, not just the stereotypical 2-3 zone.
Now, here's Lowry. 8 points for him. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half play. It's good from long range. Van Vliet got his second bucket.
With field goal percentage above 50 now, their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Unbelievable. Boucher defending. They get it back. And that's to Augustine. It's good.
Never shy about pulling from here. Smart shooting from Augustine.
Raptors trail by 17. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Vucevic against Ibaka. Yep, that one goes in there.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what it takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
So it's Augustine who will bring it up to Orlando. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
And when rookies come into the WNBA, it's a quick turnaround. We know from the college season, Candace, you won the 2008 title of Tennessee, and about a month later, made your rookie debut. I mean, there's not a lot of time there to catch your breath, is there?
It's not a lot of time to catch your breath for sure, but I did enjoy the fact that I wasn't going to get all the way out of shape. You're young, you're able to kind of bounce back and operate a long season. So I think it was a fantastic year. 2008 was a tremendous year.
Lowry drives in. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Sunday, the New York Knicks come to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. For Toronto, they have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marcus Gasol stepped in for a buck. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Chris Boucher. Fournier is checked in for Orlando. Now, here's Fournier, 13 points in the game. Here is Lowry. Gets it out to Siakam. Deep and stolen by Fournier. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Are you kidding me?
Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, the expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the WNBA going with the playoff feeding system canvassed by record regardless of conference. Have you enjoyed that change? Is it something that maybe the NBA should try?
I have enjoyed that change just for the simple fact that there are so many times where a team is in your conference and the biggest game of the year is played in the Western Conference Finals or the Eastern Conference Finals. I think as a fan even of the NBA, you want to see the 2 best teams face each other in the championship game. So I would like the NBA to consider this change. It might add a couple more flight miles, but it's okay. You know, they can relax on the private jet from East to West.
Basket good. He's got 17 now.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
On this game from outside, rebound by the Raptors.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been good here this quarter.
Over to the lane. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. As you look at Augustin, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And of course, Jonathan Isaac. He's another player that shoots extremely well from outside.
I mean, the shooting range of these 2 guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from.
Some changes for Toronto. Andre Hollis Jefferson is checked in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Orlando also making some changes. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Isaac. Terrence Ross comes in for Markel Fultz. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. And Candace, this Raptors team has played with so much heart over the last couple of years. It feels like you can never count them out.
I really enjoy watching the Raptors play. They share the basketball and they shoot a lot of threes, which means they score a lot of points. And they're able, because they're hitting the threes at such a high rate.
Yes, 8 people.
And the Raptors are one of the toughest teams in the NBA to play against in their half-court defense.
I always feel with Nick Nurse, we're getting like the right message, the right instruction, the right place to be, like he keeps everybody.
You can see when they won that championship, they got over the hump. A lot of their guys were able to backfield them. The leader was challenged a lot. You think about what people have said about Kyle Lowry over the last couple of years, and now what they have to say about his leadership and the way that he plays. This Raptors team is extremely dangerous.
And Carter Williams constantly keeps defenders guessing what he's going to do. The floater, when used right, is a devastating shot, and every guard needs to have it in his football.
Siakam with it, now defended by Carter Williams, and Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough play for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a good pass on that one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort levels in this quarter.
Come on, guys.
They've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the Raptors get the ball.
So get out of here.
By Orlando. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gissel. Sit loose and stolen by Fournier. They got a 5-on-3 advantage. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. Raptors trail by 15. The three for Davis. Gonna go that time. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. 22 with their biggest lead. Carter Williams. And it's Vucevic missing. Hey, Candace, thanks for dropping by. Great to have you on the show. Your seat is right here. Anytime you want to sit in, it is yours.
Thank you so much, and I can't wait to get back and hang with you guys again.
We love it. Greg, it is so enjoyable to have Candace on the game. She provides great perspective on every aspect of the content.
And Candace is so versatile as a player. And I think the same can be said about her as an analyst. She can do it all.
The Raptors making a switching. Ibaka's checked in. 1:09 left to play in the first half. Fournier with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. And the call will be against Fournier. And that is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up. Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made
Oh, come on.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Gordon gets to Carter Williams. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Ross with a wide open look. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Raptors trail by 15. So the wing on the left. Here's Siakam. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Orlando's got into trouble with the blue ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 for 5 attempts. Top Carter Williams. He had 16 points for the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him, and he was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. Here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities to play. He needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon, Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring match.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. Evan Fournier led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space.
Here, let's go. Try to make a comeback.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Yeah, that's a good way to start. The block.
And ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Orlando. Backcourt guards are Colton Fournier.
Let's do this. Defense is going to get us back in this game, guys.
And it's Isaac into the three. Pass to Isaac. Vucevic with it, defended by Gasol. And it's Vucevic missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that that he needs to be aware of at all times.
And here's Van Fleet.
There we go.
Buries it from three-point range.
All right, good start.
He's got 8 points. Breaking the all-time assist leader for the Big West Raptors. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good origin, a good point guard, a good facility.
Yeah, I mean,
Good.
You have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately, you're the team's guy. You're that who plays for the team. And that's when you have a chance as a team to
Lowry, man.
I'm assuming you've always been like that, correct?
No, that's not true. I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural.
Oh, that's good defense.
I tell you what, he's really good at completing drives despite being bumped. I mean, you just can't do much against Fultz in that situation.
It's stolen by Fultz. Isaac outside. And Isaac throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throw down at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
To the paint.
Oh, Gasol, what are you doing?
No higher percentage shot than that, guys. You love seeing Vucevic finish at the rim like that. Excellent aggressiveness there.
Pitch to Anunoby. Catch the man with his small. He gets it there. And a wide open look for Siakam.
Oh, come on.
Magic leading by 13. Here's Isaac. He's got 10.
For a near 7-footer, Isaac is remarkably agile. I mean, he's gazelle-like with his agility. Solid at knifing inside and does a good job driving to the
There we go.
Good by Siakam. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Now a timeout call for Orlando.
Come on. Let's go. We're only down by 12. We got it.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Good. Why is Boucher in?
Raptors trail by 12. Van finds Boucher to the left side lane. Toronto working the ball up now. Van Fleet attacking.
There we go. We're down by 10.
7 points for the quarter.
But you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Shot by Gordon, wide open.
Are you kidding me?
From 3-point range. And the Magic lead by 13.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice look for their offense.
It's good.
That's a nice display of patience inside from Lowry. Didn't rush his shot, takes his time, and really does a nice job sinking these high percentage looks.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Passes it to Augustine. Driving inside. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. No good on the dribble. Raptors trail by 11. Boucher kicks to Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Anunoby passes to Lowry. In the corner, it's Boucher. Pocket 4. Shoots over Bamba. Boucher's shot is off. And it's both with the ball for Orlando. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Bamba doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
In part last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team really needs to play for the league.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Obama. His defense is already there. You know, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
He's a fun scorer. Runs it. And then throws it down.
Yeah, he's going to clutch it every time when he's that close to the rim. Can't allow him to get that kind of position.
All right, let's do this. All right.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Andre Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Orlando also making some changes. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac, and it's Carter Williams in for Markel Fultz. And it's Carter Williams in the corner, trying to find Papa. He hits it to him.
Oh, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
Davis kicks to Boucher. A three. Augustine grabs the board. Magic leading by 12. On the wing, Gordon. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto has gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Davis dishes to Ibaka. Back to Davis. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Powell for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Toronto.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Augustine finds Gordon.
Oh, it's a good defense. Come on, that was a block.
No doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
You know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanic, but also shot selection is part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back real fast.
On the wing, Davis. Powell, the pass to Ibaka. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Shoots over Carter Williams.
On the daily.
Here's Ross. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Key performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, this guy Bamba, my God.
Carter Williams. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his fifth rebound in this one. And the Raptors fall time here.
And the lack of rim protection is top of the list.
And, you know, this is the
Come on, I don't care.
They are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Siakam is joined in for Toronto. Then for the Magic, Vucevic comes in for Aaron Gordon, and Fournier subbed in for Augustine. Davis against Carter Williams. Davis with the bucket. 1-2 left in the third quarter. Top Carter Williams, defended by Ibaka. And count, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Michael Carter Williams, so good playing through contact and knocking the shot down.
Come on.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far.
Yes.
First half, we saw them doing it, and they continue to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good crisp passes.
It's stolen by Davis. And now, here's Davis with fast break opportunity. Foul for three, and the Raptors hit it in from deep.
There.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Carter Williams, the pass. On back against Siakam. Here's Fournier. Now steps out, got the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll hit the line.
An excellent example of concentration there from Fournier. And a nice job under pressure keeping his balance.
Orlando. Outside, Davis. Ibaka kicks to Siakam. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Orlando.
Oh, now it's doing that.
And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter.
Jeez, are you kidding me?
And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve Clifford.
That's the PlayStation. Shit.
We're doing well. Great job. Show your hands. Show your hands. Don't foul.
Moments ago, Steve Clifford talking about defensive technique. There's a want to get up 3 points. Get the show you
Focusing in on the small screen, these guys know how serious he is. One of the better defensive coaches in our league.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Siakam up front. He's joined by Ibaka. Lowry and Van Vliet of the guard set. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Lowry against Fultz. The shot from the low post is good. And the Magic lead by 5.
Man, I appreciate how skilled folks is handling the ball. I mean, excellent at getting to his favorite spots on the floor.
The trade. Anunoby, no good. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. 2 is their biggest lead. Ross finds Fultz. There's the try. And finished off by Fultz.
Gotta step in front of folks, guys. I mean, he's solid when he comes rolling to the rim to hammer it down on these drives.
High post to Ibaka. Shoots over Vucevic. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just left basically this one.
And Isaac throws it down.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Lowry against Fultz. Here's Anunoby. And again, Toronto no up. Magic leading by 9. And he drives in. The offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic. Good D by Siakam.
Boy, controlling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Lowry trying the double team. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. He's got 6 assists now in the game. And Isaac throws it down.
And, you know, Isaac's a versatile player now. He scores in a lot of ways. They can't allow him to get too comfortable.
Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Here's Anunoby. That'll get with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Vucevic finds Fultz. Down low. On the strike. Misses off the right eye. First trail by 8. And Siakam has it in the corner. Back to Anunoby. High post to Ibaka. Lowry for 3. That shot no good.
But still, eventually you got to feel like you'll start knocking those down.
Fultz looking around. Vucevic down low. Now recovering. Vucevic with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Toronto has gone 2 of 7 from the field, and that's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And again, Toronto no up.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Fournier gets the Fultz. drive, and the rejection by Lowry. Here's Siakam. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac had. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And Toronto making a change. Gasol's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Terrence Ross. Siakam with three. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Siakam's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Raptors.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He said, this is when mistakes can kill us. This is when mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Adjust the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
To the wing right side. Anunoby passes to Lowry. Gets it out to Van Vliet. And the Raptors hit again for deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc, and then bury some threes.
Back to Vucevic.
Ja, that's such an outgoing. I gotta. Hopefully this will work. Hopefully we'll come back.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Back to Vucevic. Another shot. Gasol with the defensive hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the deep just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Lowry against Fultz. Siakam, right side. And the clock over Fultz. And it's off the back rim. No good. Orlando leading by 6. Got a piece of it. And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Anunoby against Fournier. Gordon with a screen on Anunoby. Inside. And it's Gordon's pushing it off.
There's a couple Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Pass to Anunoby. And Siakam has it in the corner. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the pass for a chance. Fournier with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Isaac outside. The live Orlando. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Passes it to Lowry. There's the triple. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Isaac. On the three off target.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
Lowry. He gets it in there. He's got 6 points in the quarter.
Deceptive and skill at that guard position. When Lowry's scoring like this, good luck trying to defend it.
And now Moby fingers in the new Dallas player of the game, Aaron Gordon.
And his focus, guys, have been laser.
Come on. I don't know what.
From the field, flawless. And the teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets.
Van Vliet with it. Defended down by Fournier. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. 22 is a big lead.
The leaping ability of Isaac, when he's got a head of steam like that, he's a threat to jam it home every time.
They're trying by Lowry. And the Lions good off the glass. He's got 3 9 to lead.
Huge hole in the defense
against that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting to it.
Orlando leading by 6. We've got 1:20 left to play in the final quarter. You just got to see that sensational one-point by again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You gotta appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:21 left to play here in the fourth.
Well, I'm on the verge of winning here, bro. Oh, backcourt.
With the ball to the middle. Here's Vucevic. Behind your side.
Really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing his long arms to get his easy turn-away shots.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. His third foul of the game. Now Fultz. To the inside. Vucevic.
You know, he's a hard-nosed defender who loves the challenge from the opponent. You have to think twice before testing Gasol. And the second chance becomes a dunk. We can beat them over here.
And GA's such a good, impressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
So they foul intentionally. That's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes leads.
And now they trail by just 4.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine the main topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
So important for them to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Van Vliet. It's hauled in by the Magic. And now we've got the...
Guys, stop it. The game's over.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So it's Toronto. Johnson dishes to Thomas. And the Raptors miss again. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They seem to relish their goal. The bad guy here tonight. And it's back here as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. It's all right.